We can talk about the supply chain issues, we can talk about the labor and workforce issues, we can talk about all those things, but demand is what's holding the price up right now.
The only reason they're coming in here is because it's hot. They're not coming in here to build $300,000 homes. If they were, they would have done that 5 years ago.
Boise area's booming housing market attracting more out-of-state builders. We know, the secret's out, if it really ever was a secret. Idaho is a great place to live, but as more people flock into our growing Idaho, home builders can't keep up with the demand. So the nation's biggest builders are moving in and increasing supply. But will that help home buyers feeling priced out of the market? Here's Morgan Romero.
Boise is a very hot housing market. Prices have skyrocketed.
Nampa was the second fastest growing boomtown and Meridian the third.
The median home price in Ada County is now over $500,000.
People's desire to move here that keeps Boise on those lists of the hottest housing markets.
Not a day goes by we don't hear about how fast we're growing.
This is way beyond anything we've ever seen.
Or how hot and expensive our housing market is.
Idaho's been discovered.
Although sales slowed recently, home prices in all pockets of the valley keep climbing. In Canyon County, November's average median home price for new and existing single-family homes was around $410,000, up 26% from 2020. Ada County's median price jumped 25% over last year, reaching about $540,000 in November, pricing many out of the market. The Himes family included.
We always wanted to buy a house here, but the thought was, let's just get in a slightly better financial situation. And it's like every year, be like, okay, well, all right, we're catching up. All right, nope, it's getting away. And then it just really got away.
With 2 solid salaries and 2 young kids, they can't compete.
We've looked at houses in every part of Boise.
Or afford to stay where they're at.
Our rent is going up so high in April that it's just unbelievable.
Part of the reason Intermountain MLS data shows is low inventory. Although more existing homes were for sale this fall and winter, Boise Regional Realtors market report shows if no more homes are listed, the supply of homes for sale would run out in less than 2 months. The report says a healthy market should have at least 4 months' supply.
Home builders big and small can't put up houses fast enough to meet the demand. Enter large national builders traded on Wall Street.
You know, they provide a lot of expertise and knowledge from previous developments and locations that they've built in.
Bill Rower with the Building Contractors Association of Southwestern Idaho says national builders have been eyeing our market for decades and came from out of state into Idaho to try to meet demand and cash in on the boom. Pennsylvania-based luxury home builder Toll Brothers bought a local builder to enter the market in 2016. 3 other large national builders expanded into the Treasure Valley in 2021. Rower expects more to come. He says nationals, as the building community refers to them, have consolidated operations, can buy supplies for less, can build faster, more efficiently, and at a larger scale, and they also have bigger pockets than most local builders. But local builders and city leaders worry about nationals hurting local builders who don't have the same buying power.
Kind of squeeze out some of the other local builders that have been around and in some capacity and maybe inflate prices a little bit in the interim when they come.
Alturas homes owner Rod Givens and Eagle Mayor Jason Pierce say the nationals outbid local builders for land across the valley, then hold on to it without moving dirt for years.
I know a lot of different home builders throughout that have gone out of business.
One big question around these national home builders, could more of them moving into our market increase inventory, ease pressure, and in turn help push prices down? Ask around and you'll find the jury's out on that one.
They can put more inventory on the ground sooner, and we know that just purely more inventory helps home prices come down.
I don't think more inventory is going to drive down cost.
You can build and build and build, and it doesn't mean it turns into affordability. It doesn't.
They can provide more supply, more housing, which ultimately should bring prices down a little bit. It's just when and how quickly can that happen.
Sure, some argue adding inventory at any level could help flatten prices. But city leaders and realtors believe not by much and not fast enough. And remember, development takes time.
The only reason they're coming in here is because it's hot. They're here to make money.
In fact, many national builders' listings in the Treasure Valley sit around November's record median price for new homes in Ada County, $600K. Some starting prices do hover below that. Realtors, builders, mayors all agree supply and demand isn't the only thing driving up costs. Other factors include the high costs of buildable land, labor, and materials. All those factors aside, the desire to live in Idaho persists.
Demand is what's holding the price up right now. If people come in and they've got the money to buy it, they're going to bid the price up.
The hope is the market corrects itself, and at some point, people won't pay the high prices, so they'll drop. But experts fear inventory may never catch up with demand, leaving families like the Heims
kind of at a loss. I'm not really sure what to do.
Somewhat hopeless.
I feel like we missed out.
Yeah.
I mean, we can head elsewhere. That's on the table, but we were hoping to stay here.
But we don't want to, yeah.
Rower says supply chain delays in part slowed the sales of new homes during the pandemic. He also points to small, short-staffed city governments in the valley being slow to approve permits and applications, which in turn slows the building of new homes. The leaders of fast-growing Eagle and Star admit they are overwhelmed. They haven't staffed up to keep up with the triple amount of new housing permits, and they say they don't plan to.